back all. So didn't think I was going to get a video up until next weekend. It's now Monday evening, and just had Cop Doc on the Sunday. I was busy out as well on Saturday with the bikes, so no time in the shed, and I didn't have anything stored up. However, as we were returning back from Cop Doc on Sunday, Jen's bike, the stretch of road leading from Cop Doc back to ours, A14, some of it around Ipswich, it's pretty horrendous, as most of the roads are in the UK anyway. Lots of bumps, certainly on the America without any rear shocks. I've felt almost every single one of them and lost a few fillings on the way. But actually my bike came out of it okay. Jen's, she hit a particularly big join in the road at one point, unavoidable. Could actually see a flip as we were going. Didn't think anything of it. We got back home and was just wheeling the bikes back into the shed, and as I was wheeling Jen's in, got it in, just braked, forks dived a little bit as to do on suspension, but didn't come all the way back up. So what you might call sticky forks. And I thought, well, I'll make a video about it because I need to solve it. She needs the bike to get to work. So Monday evening now, I think probably what's happened is, as she's hit one of those, well, that in particular, the one big bump, probably just threw the front wheel out of alignment a little bit. Well, I've had it happen before, and so your front wheel, just from the sheer force, just twists, the forks kind of twist in the yokes, everything just goes a little bit askew, and what that can result in then is your forks kind of bind. It's a bit binding as they're trying to come back out of the compression, and so they stick a little bit. I wasn't going to do a video, but then I thought I haven't put a video up, and this might be of interest if someone's suddenly found that their forks are sticking and you're thinking, oh Christ, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to strip all the forks out? Is something catastrophic gone wrong? Quite a lot of the time, if it's just suddenly appeared, and particularly if you can trace it back to a good impact or something like that, that's probably all it is, and that's what I'm going to find out now. So fingers crossed. I've just got home from work, and we'll see if that is the case. So stay tuned. Hopefully this video might be of use. Right, I'm just going to see. Right, just going to see if I can recreate the issue here. It's very slight in a way, so I don't know how well it's going to pick up on the camera. But basically, I mean, it's when you push the forks down, they go down and they'll come up just a little bit. They don't come back all the way. They don't extend all the way as they should. They just sort of catch in a little bit. But I'll see if I can make it happen. Certainly, probably might be more of a feel thing than what the camera is going to pick up. See there, that's down, and then if I pull back, they come back up and stick a little bit. So yeah, I don't know how well that picks up. I'll have a look later on, but hopefully that gives you an idea. So if we're lucky and that is the issue, what we're basically going to do is just kind of realign everything. And the best way to do that is I'm going to stick it up on I've got like a little stand which goes in instead of a centre stand. I don't have centre stands on the bikes. And then I'll leave the pinch bolts here, the top yoke done up, slacken off that one. I might remove the mud guard just because I want to free up everything. Slacken off the pinch bolts at the bottom of the fork, and slacken off the axle nut as well, just so everything's not I haven't taken anything out, you've just slackened everything off so it's free to move a little bit. I suppose really if you wanted to do it, you could take the headlight off, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I'll leave that on for the moment and see how we get going. It's not super obviously kind of out. Sometimes you can see that the wheel really is on the piss, but it's not too bad. But yeah, we'll do that and free everything up, and then kind of whilst it's on the stand there, I'll bounce it up and down 3-4 times while everything's loose. Obviously keep your top pinch bolts done up, otherwise everything's going to shoot up through the yokes. But yeah, bounce it up and down a few times. That should straighten everything out a little bit, and then torque it all back up to its correct specifications. And with any luck, we'll be laughing and Jen will be riding again tomorrow. So not all the way out, just enough to slacken it all off. I'm just going to leave the mudguard loose. That should be alright. Right, everything's slackened off, so let's give it a few pumps. Fingers crossed, that should have done the job. So now we just need to torque everything back up from the bottom up and see how we go. And because I'm such a great guy, I shall even give you the torque settings from the official Triumph service manual, which I have before me here. So I'll swing the camera down and hover over each page so you can have a look at those. Here we go. So I'll exploded view of the front forks for the Bonneville T100 and Thruxton. And we have here, although I won't be doing this one up first, 27 Newton meters for the pinch bolt, 30 Newton meters for the oil drain bolt as well. A little cheeky extra for you there. And then if we flip over, let's go to this one. So we have the top yoke for the Bonneville T100 and Thruxton. I'll give you all of these if you want. Oh, it hasn't given you that one. I'll have to look that up if you wanted it. Top pinch bolts, even though we haven't slackened them off, 27 Newton meters. 27 as well for the Thruxton. And at the bottom, I think they're the same as well for the mag wheel, the SE, because I have one of those as well, and I think I use the same. The lower one is also 27 Newton meters, so that's 27, 27, and 27 for the pinch bolt. So far, quite easy to remember. And what's our other one we need to do? Axle. Mudguard one, just, you know, just use your common sense type really, don't go mental. With the right one, yep, Bonneville, and that is 60 Newton meters for the front wheel axle bolt. There you go. Can't remember what I just said in terms of order that I was going to tighten them up in, but I should really check the service manual, as it is about 2 feet away from me. But I'm going to do the fork pinch bolts first, the lower fork ones, so the forks are all held in, then the main axle bolt, and then the pinch bolt, and finally the mudguard. So what do we say, 25, 26, 27. Ramp it up to 60. It. 60 there. Final 27 there, and now the mudguard bolts. Right then, let's see if that is actually what the problem was, and see if we've sorted it, see if the forks are all freed up and are bouncing nicely. Yep. Happy days, that does seem to have sorted our little problem. Okay, so I was just wheeling the bike back out and I thought, oh, did that feel like it was still just binding a tiny amount? Could be in my imagination, but I'm going to just do one more little check. I'm going to, rather than slacken off the bottom yokes and the axle again, I'm going to leave the bottom yoke pinch bolts and the axle bolt torqued to their correct settings, and just slacken off the axle pinch bolt, the one at the bottom of the fork here. I'm going to slacken that one off and then give that a pump a few more times, because the wheel's been held as it should be in place, and I'm thinking hopefully that should allow it just to twist and settle itself properly. So we'll just do that, and just to make sure. think that is the ticket. Give that one more try just to double check now. Yeah. Spot on. So yeah, I think that last little bit, keeping the axle tightened up as it should be, and then slackening that pinch bolts just allowed them to settle that last bit. So yeah, ooh, hurrah! Quite a nice, easy job sorted. Nothing too disastrous there, which I thought was probably why it would be a handy video to do. Because if anyone, I mean, I think you can probably knock your wheel out of alignment hitting a pothole, which we've got loads of these days, bumping up and down a curb. It doesn't take an awful lot to whack them out, and then yeah, you can suddenly probably get to your bike and think, oh my god, what's going on? Have the fork internals exploded or something? But you know, for the sake of a few minutes, just to check that, happy days. I tend to do the old pump and settle everything every time, like anything like a wheel or the fork or anything there that's going to mess up this front end geometry out. Just give it a few pumps before you tighten that pinch bolt up. Happy days, nice and easy, no specialist tools required. So yeah, if that helps anyone that's got sticky front forks, happy days. Thanks for watching, take it easy. Little short video midweek, but should be back with something at the weekend, fingers crossed. Cheers.